Hey everybody, welcome to the garden. I hope you're having a great day. Shout out to the lemon and lime lovers and everybody in between. It's time for a stock highlight video. And if you're interested in any of the services I provide, please check out the links in the description below for both the Patreon and Discord. Okay guys, so Walmart was suggested for me to look at this time around. So we're going to take a quick look at Walmart. Again, we'll start with the monthly, go down to the weekly, and then the daily time frame. Now, Walmart has a ton of history. It's a very old company. So let's actually turn on log so we can actually see all of this stuff that happened back in the 70s and 80s. So it'll give us a little bit of a better view of what's going on here. So as you can see, pretty much since the 70s, Walmart has gone parabolic to the upside, which makes sense considering its value at the time. And then as the market cap of the company grew, it still rises, but it's at a much slower rate. That makes complete sense. It's topping out in the sense that it can get only so valuable before it has all the money in the world, right? So that's kind of why you're seeing assets, as they mature, slow down in the rate that they rise. All right, so now looking at Walmart, I have to tell you, the monthly chart, when you're looking at from this sort of view, is quite bullish, obviously, in a clear uptrend. But, the price action right now is telling me a different story. So this price action here, this massive drop in the monthly time frame, took out this low pivot right here. So let's mark this real quick on the monthly time frame. This is a very important level that was taken out. I'll tell you exactly why. So let's make it red so we know it's off the monthly time frame. Perfect. And what's crazy about this level that got taken out, one, it was the first time we've changed character in a trend since 2014, 2015. Okay, so let me show you what I mean by that. Again, it was a short-term change of character. Now, I'm not saying Walmart's about to plunge to zero, not at all. But a short-term change of character has occurred. Now we'll see if Walmart can get the strength to fight against that, but as of now, I don't see that happening. So what I see here is Walmart broke this low and now has rallied since taking out the liquidity under this level. But in my opinion, this last month candle is showing us exactly what's likely going to happen. Came up, little rally up to fill out the liquidity in this bearish fair value gap right here. Okay, so we filled out the liquidity in this fair value gap, and we're now going to, in my opinion, probably attempt to break back down and take out these lows again and this low and continue all the way down over a period of months, maybe even over a year, back towards this high and back towards this low. So grabbing liquidity under that level here and then starting a major consolidation. And that consolidation will probably have a bearish bias to then get us even lower to where I ultimately think you'll probably see Walmart get to, which are these levels right here. So I'm going to mark these levels so it's very clear. Look for Walmart to get to this zone over a period of a couple months to a year or so as the markets continue to sell off. Okay, so if the markets do continue to sell off, this is the path I see for Walmart, and this will only get counteracted or invalidated, in my opinion, if we can actually take out the high. Okay, the high must be taken out for us to pretty much counteract the loss of this low pivot here. Okay, so if we don't take out this high, look for an eventual continuation down, like I've shown, to break lower and at least get towards this zone here at 109.98 to 102. All right, so this is what I'm seeing, as I'm observing this, and it makes sense considering, we've had a nice rise just like we did here, and then we go into a major consolidation. Nice rise, and now we're going to go into a major consolidation, something like this, for a long period of time. This took anywhere from, this was 2000 all the way to about 2012. So you can see a multi-decade, 5, 10, 15-year consolidation easily. Okay, now this is off the monthly time frame, so a lot of these candles are going to be larger in percentage, but just keeping the macro clear of what's going on. Prepare for a major drop over the coming months and then major consolidation. And now the consolidation, in my opinion, as long as it can hold obviously above 70, it's going to be a bullish consolidation. Okay, again, we'll have to wait and see what the price action says, but the probabilities of it being a bullish consolidation will be much higher than bearish. All right, but right now I'm seeing short-term bearishness on the monthly. Now down to the weekly. Now, do I see anything on the weekly? Well, weekly, we already have a descending trend line we can pop on here. Very clear. Let's use a ray so we can just pull it out into the future right here. So we're going to keep this right here. This is going to be, in my opinion, the trend line you're going to keep on the chart for a very, very long time, unless we do get Walmart getting a bid to break through this trend line. If that happens, then I think it's very likely we're going to start breaking towards the all-time high and potentially higher. Okay, but watch for this trend line to play the role for a long period of time, and price should eventually trade very far away from it. You'll probably see price break down and then trade very, very far away from it. Now let's get rid of this bearish fair value gap because this got filled on the monthly time frame. All right, so there's no fair value gap here. Now on the weekly, what I'm seeing here is another trend line I would keep your eye on, which is this descending trend line, and this should play a role in the coming months as well. So right here, so this low pivot to this low pivot that was formed right here, you want to watch for this to play a role, and you have like a descending channel structure. Okay, so let's actually do it. Let's actually pop a descending channel for you so that you can actually see how it looks with the median line and such. So let's do that real quick. Right, parallel channel right here, and to here, and try to get that perfect if I can. Perfect to here, right there. Okay, so this is what you're likely going to be dealing with for quite some time. It's very unlikely, unless we get some massive news, whether it's about Walmart specifically or just about the general markets, that we see a plunge through. It's more likely you're going to have that trading style, that trading wise, where you're respecting the median line, respecting the high, breaking down, and doing something like this, and then eventually, as you're nearing the lows of this channel, you start that longer consolidation. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. So I'm more bearish on Walmart in the mid to long term, essentially, because I'm looking at it, from a monthly, weekly time frame. We're looking at potential years of dropping for Walmart, barring any change in regards to like Fed policy and stuff that may specifically affect Walmart. But just looking at the technicals, we lost structure here, we lost the pivot down here, we lost this consolidation, and until this high is taken out, there's really nothing to tell me that it's going to go up. It's going to break the character it's creating, which is to the downside. All right, we'll keep this channel on here, and we'll keep it black so we know it's off the weekly time frame. Now, the daily. Is there anything on the daily here? So just filled this gap, I see, and daily we have a couple short-term targets we can look for. I mean, we have this bearish fair value, this bullish fair value gap that's formed right here. So we can look for this level here to be targeted, and if this level gets filled, look at where it's going to come and take out the liquidity under this little pivot down here. We even have another one right here. So there's another bullish fair value gap right here. So we have a nice little zone here short term for Walmart to get to. So pretty much from where it is at 143, we can see this drop towards sub 140, 138, all the way down to 136, 135 and change. And then if we break those and we get towards that level, look for a nice little pullback to the upside and then another pull down. So you're just going to make consistently higher lows, lower lows, and then we'll eventually get towards the median trend line of this descending channel, which over a good period of time, it has confluence with this monthly level of 126.28. And taking the 126.28 level will then take out all the liquidity under this consolidation. Okay, so this bullish consolidation that formed here, all the liquidity that's pulled under there, so anyone who went long or has been holding, their stop losses and such might be here. This is where it's going to be at, and attacking that level, 126.28, would probably move most of those people off of their positions. So this is looking fairly good for downside in the foreseeable future. But again, you can use this top line of the descending channel as your guide marker. If this gets broken through, especially on the weekly time frame, this may be a quick indicator to let you know, hey, we're probably going to start rallying back towards the all-time highs, especially if it happens within this year. Okay, in my opinion, this looks good to come down for a very long period of time. All right, everyone, that is it for Walmart. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. Whether you agree or disagree, make sure to leave a comment. If you enjoy the content, give me a like, a subscribe, maybe a share or two. And make sure to join the Discord, especially if you want me to make a highlight video for you, or you just want to learn how to trade. You won't just learn from me, but we have other great traders in there. And it's at all levels, from novice to expert. And it's also one of the best places to get in contact with me. All right, everyone, remember, be patient, be vigilant, and be nimble. I love you guys. Take care.